Hey guys, this is Camfrey15, joined by my co-host, the Red Wolf,
What's up, guys?
and we are back at it with another Dragon Quest review for you guys. Again, I feel like I always have to refute my point over and over and over again on a freaking Friday till this, I guess, this show eventually ends. I don't know when this show's ending. I don't know how many episodes we're getting for Dragon Quest Adventure of Die. But again, I'll say it again. Sorry for getting this video up super late. When you have my basketball team, the Clippers, play, I'm sorry. I had to have my priorities to my basketball team before my anime, as crazy as that seems. You got a problem with that?
No, not at all. Not at all.
I'm an avid sports fan, guys. And listen, I would love to have these reviews up earlier, but listen, if the Clippers play on Friday, it messes up the schedule. And I really don't want to be watching the anime and then watching the game at the same time because, I can't multitask both things, especially the fact that one's subbed and another one's in English on the broadcast. And I have to pay attention to what I'm seeing on my subtitles so I understand what I can put in my notes. And then, too, my laptop had issues as we were actually about to record the video. Well, not about to record the video. I was starting up my laptop, and then all of a sudden, laptop issues came, and it took another, I'm guessing, 20 minutes until it finally went through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like an hour.
Yeah.
More than an hour.
I guess you could say that. Yeah, we're recording this video at 8:20 Pacific Standard Time. So for my East Coast fellows, you're getting this video late. But it doesn't matter because I've been getting good views on these Dragon Quest videos. Probably because not a lot of people really, well, I guess, there's some people that review the show, but not a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, getting back on task after that brief little interaction or talking about my personal life. This episode was the definition of I can't wait for next Friday.
I told you it was high.
Listen, they they didn't hit at Crocodine coming back, but they definitely a few episodes ago hinted at Hyunckel coming back and making return, and lo and behold, by the end of the episode, not only Crocodine shows up, or no,
Actually,
I got it.
actually, did you not notice like there was slight changes to the openings to the opening too? Like at the very end of the opening, there was Hyunckel standing with Diane and the others.
He's been there in the rest of the openings. He's been there since the first opening.
Not from the very beginning. At the very end of the opening, it was just
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He's been there. Yes, he has. I'll put money on it. I will put money on it.
Look back at the very first episode and watch the opening because Hyunckel wasn't at the very end of the opening. He wasn't there. I can guarantee you that.
Yeah, but he's been in the opening at the end the last couple of weeks.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I just want to point that out.
Okay. I'm just saying.
I feel like we failed to point that out.
Well, of course they didn't put him in the start of the very first opening because they don't want to give it away. But again, if you want to go check for the comment section, if you want to go check and again, make my co-host right and me wrong again, please do that because I'm sure even from the very first episode when they showed the opening, he was there.
He wasn't there. Yes, during the opening they showed Hyunckel, but not at the very end.
Hold on. Hold on, guys. We're gonna get a quick cut because I need to prove this.
I told you.
Okay.
I told you, Cam. I told you.
Quick update. He was right again.
Can I get down in the comment section the Red Wolf MVP of this video, please?
I swear. One of these days, I'm gonna trick you. I'm gonna trick you in one of these reviews. I'm gonna get you, and I'm gonna be the one laughing at the end of the day, saying I got it right and you got it wrong. This has started since I owned you that one time in that one debate we had.
Hey, you managed to do it one time to me. I'm not gonna let it happen again.
Okay, let's get to the damn episode already. Because I'm already freaking being pissed. But anyways, Hyunckel comes back. Crocodine comes back. It looks like we're getting Hadlock versus Hyunckel, which they have hinted at in the past. In the past few episodes, which I'm very much looking forward to. But I feel like, well, we'll talk about it at the end of the episode anyways. So would you like to, well, I guess I can start off. We start off and we see our good old buddy Flazard screaming at the top of his freaking lungs because he's pissed that the rest of the Dark Army just showed up out of nowhere, and he thought it was all his, job for the taking. Like, I'm going to be the one to kill Dai. I'm going to be the one that's the greatest, most dangerous bad guy in all of the Dark Army. And then these MFers come, and he's so pissed. He's literally about to destroy Leona's little ice prison she's being held in, but then he kind of remembers, like, oh yeah, you're gonna die anyway, so what's the point? I guess I can wait till sundown of next day.
Let her go. Let her go. I was all like, let her go.
Yes. And sadly, like I said, it seems like we're gonna get maybe one episode before we get the Dai versus Flazard battle.
Yep.
Anyway, what happens essentially? Do you want to talk about Dai's group, or do you want me to talk about what happens to Dai's group?
You can talk about it.
Okay, so Dai and Bad Luck, they see the little Lizard flame minions, and they make them run away a bit after Dai uses a wave slash. And eventually they try to set the bomb so they can blow up the fire of the flame spire. But then these other attacks come out of nowhere, and then we see that it was caused by Zabarera and Mr. Verns. And then eventually Dai and Bad Luck are essentially surrounded by their forces. To cut even more because we cut a little bit more into their part because they go. It's like the episodes first where you see what happens to Dai, and then they cut to Pop and Mom. But anyways, what happens is, since they're surrounded, they're trying to take them out so badly. But the thing is, there's too many forces to get in the way, and when it looks like Dai is going to try to get the upper hand on somebody by using an Avant Strash, Mr. Vern kind of puts that down without a shot. And he does the puppet hand, the dark aura puppetry hand. I'm not even going to say the stupid spell. The thing Hyunckel used, which Dai picks up. He's like, Hyunckel learns this attack. How do you know that attack? And that's when Zabarera essentially explains to Dai, like, oh, you thought that was Hyunckel's, attack? Oh, no. Because we all hate Zabarera because he's a bitch. Yeah, we find out that Mr. Vern was the one who originated the attack, and Hyunckel learned it from Mr. Vern. So I was like, okay, makes sense and stuff like that. Yeah, in the meantime, Bad Luck, he's kind of getting, owned by Zabarera. And Zabarera is using this spell called Thwack. I believe that's what they said. And essentially it's flooding, like, his mind with words just saying essentially like, yo, just die, die. And it's painful for Bad Luck. But before we cut to the Crocodine save, let's cut over to my co-host to explain what happens with the grouping of Pop and Mom.
Yes, they also start to get surrounded. And guess who decided to show up himself? The great and evil evil Lord Hadlock himself. And that's when Pop was like, oh, I recognize him anywhere. He was the one responsible for Avon's death and stuff.
Can I cut you off real second before you get into that battle, real quick? When Hadlar was laughing, no lie, I was honestly laughing with him because his laugh is so funny. Again, if you watch Dragon Ball, and I'm not saying Dragon Ball Z, just the original Dragon Ball series, I kid you not, Hadlar reminds me of Demon King Piccolo.
Yep.
Like, I'm sorry. He reminds me, and especially the way he laughs, reminds me of Demon King Piccolo.
I mean, hey, I think we all established from the very first episode that Hadlar looks like Piccolo in a way.
Yeah. Well, I think Akira Toriyama actually came up with the Dragon Quest designs.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Okay, continue back to what you were saying.
Anyways, okay. Oh yes. So yeah. Okay. Where do I?
You left off with him appearing before Mom and Pop.
Yeah, I guess I'm trying to figure out how to say this stuff. I guess sorry, dude. I think you should take this one because.
Okay. Anyways, since my co-host can't remember it, even though it's pretty easy to remember, no means
I remember. I remember. I just can't really say it word for word. I'm not really good at this.
Well, you don't have to say it word for word. I'm just saying. But yeah, Mom essentially is like, well then screw it. I'm a freaking student of Avon because Hadlar's like, who the hell are you? And she's like, I'm a student of Avon, and we're going to defeat you and stuff like that. So she goes in for an attack, but she gets blown back in one freaking hit. And she's essentially down for the count for the rest of the episode, no lie. Going on, this later intimidates Pop to the point where Hadlar does an attack on Mom, but Pop just barely gets there to save her, before she essentially, I guess, she would have been put into a whole crater, probably dead, but Pop just barely saves her. And when it looks like Pop might give up because he's like, well, I can't do this, we're gonna die. I guess you can say a Pop X Mom shipping thing, she grabs him, and that's when he kind of realizes, like, I'm the only one that can protect her. Honestly, because we know Pop loves her. Anyways, that's when...
Hadlar.
Yes.
Even Hadlar.
Do you remember this part, and do you want to explain this part, or do you want me to keep going?
You can keep going, man. Oh my god, I'm not feeling myself today.
When it comes to you owning me in some things, yes, that's good. Well, I own you when it comes to explaining these things in these reviews.
Hey, it's your video, so it's your video. It's your video.
Anyways, this is when we see what happens is Hadlar uses Sizzle, Kaziz. What?
It's Sizzle.
Okay, Sizzle. My bad. He uses Sizzle first, and it looks like it's gonna take them out. Now that's when Pop gets the courage and stands up, and he activates Sizzle on his own, and he actually, now again, if you're gonna be into the type of person who will nitpick in this whole thing of what I mean by this is, how did Pop freaking overpower a freaking the leader of the Dark Army? That makes no sense. Now, again, those people, I'll give you a valid point, but it's just for, I'm guessing you can say, out of the blue, Hadlar didn't take him seriously, I guess you could say.
Plus, Pop had some training before the battle, remember?
Yes. He manages to use his own Sizzle, and it actually overpowers Hadlar's Sizzle. It doesn't do any damage to Hadlar, but it kind of cancels out the attack and stuff like that. And then what Pop does next, he grabs the bomb, and he actually just throws it, puts another Sizzle spell on it, and just lets it explode. Now, obviously, you would think everybody who got caught in that explosion would probably be dead, but no. in all these types of shonen animes or anything, when you have a big bad villain go up against the side character, it had little to no damage. Now, we do find out that Hadlar quote unquote says, like, you know, you left me a nice little sting there, but you're gonna pay for that. You know, the whole trope where the bad guy said, oh, that actually quite hurt a bit. Now you're going to die.
That hurts. That really hurts.
Okay, we're wrapping up. We need to stop saying all these damn shows. Anyways, so what happens next? Hadlar, he takes off his armor. So you know, when a man takes off his armor, or an anime character takes off their clothing and they're just topless, you know they mean business. Yeah, he essentially is like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm killing y'all asses right now. He gets a Kaziz spell and he fires at them, and we're led to believe that they died. After the whole die situation there, they cut back to them. Again, you can question how the fuck are they still alive on the probably like their last breaths. I trust me, but it's anime. That's the one thing.
You would? Well, my god. But this next scene though, it just shows how brutal Hadlar can be. He was literally about to impale Mom on top of a... Oh my god. Just imagine the scene. Just imagine.
Yeah. Yeah, he kind of picks up Mom, and essentially he's like, I'm gonna start with you first. Then Pop is like, please, don't do it. You know, your typical, you know, anime trope where you have the character who loves the girl. You say, please, spare her life for mine. I'll do anything, you know? Or, you know, you can hurt me, how you can torture me, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, and then he's like, oh, so you love this girl, don't you? And then he starts laughing again. He's like, is this your kindness you got from your master? Which, again, I just loved when he consistently just ripped on Avon's teachings, which I just found funny. That's just me. I like a good villain.
Yeah. I think we all like
yeah. Huh?
I think we all like a good villain.
Yes. He's essentially making fun of Pop, and he's like, people love. That ain't gonna get you nowhere but death. And it's funny because he's like, don't worry, you're gonna join her in the afterlife soon. And that's when he says, don't worry, I'll do you a favor. I'm gonna kill her, but I'm gonna kill her in a most despicable way you'll never even think that I would do. And I'm gonna throw her on top of this spire and see her as you watch her get impaled as the blood curdles from her body. He didn't really say that, but he said something similar to that.
Like I said, brutal.
Anyways, that's when, you know, we cut over to Dai when it looks like everything's lost for Dai's group. We see a boulder come out of nowhere, literally jumps, you know, takes out all the rest of the army members. And next you know, you look up and we see Crocodine returns. And I'm like, holy shit! And this is me real time watching. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? And then I'm like, wait a second. If he's back, don't tell me who's coming back too. And then next thing you know, the ice spire shatters. And the person who catches Mom, which again is the thumbnail of this video, is Hyunckel, and he returns again. I don't know how the fuck he's not dead, but hopefully they explain it next week. Otherwise, no credit. I will have a problem if they do not explain how he came back. I have honestly, you know, loved this show and I have not had any problems. But if they do not tell me how Crocodine and Hyunckel came back and how they didn't possibly die, either of them, I will have an issue. But knowing how good Dragon Quest is, they will explain that.
Hopefully.
Definitely, because Pop's gonna definitely ask him why. What happens with Dai and Crocodine? Crocodine will essentially handle Mr. Vern and Zabarera, and he throws Dai to the tower to go save Princess Leona from Flazard. So yeah, and then Hyunckel, again, they hinted at this, you know, when he was first introduced into the series, the fact that he wants to fight probably Hadlar, and that's what's gonna happen there. Now, one, that fight's gonna be cool for next week. I can't wait. Two, it sucks because we're only gonna be getting the Dai versus Flazard episode when he finally beats him, probably. Not next week, but the week after next week.
Yeah, it would seem so. But look at the rest. At least Dragon Quest is actually longer than we expected. We thought it would be a 24 episode series and stuff.
Well, we're only on episode 17 though.
Yeah, but from the way it's looking, it's probably gonna last longer.
Well, yes. I'm guessing what they're gonna do here, unless they have Hadlar retreat one more time, which I don't think will happen. What I think is gonna happen is Hyunckel won't be strong enough to defeat Hadlar. After Dai defeats Flazard, he's gonna come down. I'm guessing right before Hadlar would probably kill Hyunckel for reals, and that's when we're gonna get Dai versus Hadlar, and that would probably be, I'm guessing, episode 20, which on either 20 or 21, and you have their final battle, and maybe that could be like, okay, you took down most of the Dark Army, they still have to defeat Vern, who's still out there. So, yeah. But again, we're just gonna have to wait to see. Another thing I gotta make mention, hopefully, my boy Pop does not lose Mom to Hyunckel, because he did defend her. And yes, did Hyunckel come in and save her? Yes. And can you kind of say she has the hots for him? Yes. But come on. The dude saved your life the first time. Come on. Give it to Pop. And plus, she kind of grabbed at his chest, so you know she wants Pop.
I don't know if that means that, but I get what you're saying, buddy.
I literally thought she was about to kiss him after he kind of did sizzle. But who knows? I feel like when the series is over, or when the series is over when it's like done, I feel like he is gonna get his honorary kiss from Mom, because typically that's what happens with some characters. So, yeah. Anyways, this was a good episode. I enjoyed it. What were your thoughts on the return of Crocodine and Hyunckel?
Just like you, I completely lost it. I'm like, I was out of my seat right. Oh, the tables have turned. Oh.
Yes. Definitely the next couple of Dragon Quest episodes are gonna be something to look forward to. Again, thank you guys for checking out the video. So if you guys like the video, leave a like. Put in the comment section your thoughts on this week's episode of Dragon Quest. I'm guessing you don't have to put in the comment section if Hyunckel was in the very first opening to start the show, because we actually answered that question for you guys. So yeah, I guess hype levels for what you saw this episend.
You mean I answered that for you?
Yes. Thank you. Put in the comment section your hype levels for next week's episode. So yeah. As well as hit the subscribe button if you want to get more Dragon Quest content, as well as any other anime content I upload to the channel. So other than that, guys, we're gonna get out of here. So till then, guys, hopefully you guys are having a great rest of your day, or night, or whenever you're checking out this video. Until then, hopefully you guys are also as well staying safe out there. Until then, guys, we'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.